You're a wizard.
Frisk!
You're turned upside down!
So cool!
You're a wizard, Frisk!
About 5 minutes later...
And then she shot a lightning bolt at Catlord, and I don't know, I was trying to protect them. And I guess I must have created some kind of barrier?
Well, Frisk, it sounds like you're a wizard.
Yeah, I know. That's what the askers have been saying. And as cool as this is, I'm really confused. How can I be a wizard? My parents are both human.
There are a few possible explanations. Either one or both of your parents have been hiding their identity as a monster or wizard from you, or you have become a wizard due to exposure to a lot of magical energy. There are records from before the war about humans being hit by fatal amounts of magic, but instead of dying, they became wizards. It was incredibly rare, but we shouldn't discount the possibility. Frisk, have you ever been hit by a fatal amount of magical energy?
Yeah, loads of times. But I guess most of them don't count, huh?
You know, I've been thinking. The power to save and reset. It makes sense that a determined soul would be able to use those kind of abilities. But those abilities would still be magical in nature. You being a wizard kind of fills in a lot of holes in my theory about it, actually. Assuming that your parents are definitely human, the barrier was likely what caused you to become a wizard. It was the first intensely magical thing that you came into contact with. The experience was probably so intense that it altered your soul. Which means every single human who survived crossing the barrier. Every single human who crossed the barrier was a wizard!
Does that mean Kara's a wizard?
Well, yes, of course they are. I was under the impression that we already knew this. After all, it would hardly make sense for Kara to so readily harness all of Stan's abilities if they had never cast a spell before then. As I recall, they were very talented with magic. They picked up most techniques very quickly and were always happy to learn more. I had always assumed they were descended from wizards, but they always insisted that their parents had been ordinary humans, and I have no reason to think that they would have lied about that. The theory about the barrier being responsible seems likely to me.
Is it possible for black magic to exist? For witches and warlocks? Maybe Kara's one.
Black magic? That's just superstition. Black magic is just what humans call any magic that scares them. Magic isn't good or evil. It's just a tool.
Hey, anyone want some coffee?
Yes, please. 1 cream, 2 sugars.
Is there hot cocoa?
To be honest, it'd be pretty interesting to hear Sans or Gaster's opinion on the situation.
Huh? What? What situation? Is there some kind of situation going on that I should know about? I'm kinda busy.
Sans is busy eating a donut. I am not surprised.
What? Nah, this is clearly a rice ball.
Oh, Sans. Always missing out on the important bits, like Frisk being a freaking wizard.
Huh. No kidding. Oh, that explains a lot.
Explains a lot. Please continue.
Oh, you know, all that magical stuff Frisk's done in the past. Coming back to life, turning back time, making healing items out of their determination, taking a direct hit from a literal hypergod of death and somehow surviving. I thought maybe they were channeling the power of the barrier, and they lost it after the barrier was broken, but if they're a wizard, then that makes sense too. Man, now they're gonna want to learn how to teleport, I bet. It's really not as easy as I make it look.
Sans, you better not eat that rice ball. You're looking fatter than usual.
Huh? What? Oh no, it couldn't be. Have I gotten fat? Oh no, you're right. Look at all my fat guts. This is just so terrible. I'd better watch my diet from now on, or else who knows what might happen. I could get high blood pressure. or have a heart attack. My pancreas could stop working. Wow, look at all these consequences I'm facing due to my sedentary lifestyle.
See? I told you that you needed to exercise and eat right. I'm so glad you finally noticed. Oh my god, Sans! Don't show your midriff to the fourth wall! That's inappropriate!
You're one to talk.
It's different with me. I'm athletic.
Pap, how are you athletic? You can't have muscles, but your window flips are amazing.
How can I not be athletic? Especially since I'm capable of this.
So, have we just left behind the fact that Sans probably still likes Toriel?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he still likes her. Haven't you asked her out by now?
No, I haven't.
When are you going to do it?
Probably never.
What? Then how are you ever going to date her? Sans, you have to have more confidence in yourself. You never know what might happen unless you try.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I know what would happen if I told her everything.
What do you mean, Sans?
Okay, let me paint a picture for you. Hey, Tori, do you have any raisins?
Why no, Sans. I do not have any raisins.
Well then, how about a date? With me?
Oh, Sans, that is so funny. I would never, ever date you.
Well, that's inaccurate. Nobody would give someone a no with that smile. At max, you would go to the friend zone.
Buddy, listen. I'm currently in the friend zone, and I'm very happy here. Do you know what's basically friendship poison? Pity. Awkward. Silent. Pity.
My god, Sans. How can someone as smart as you say things as stupid as that?
Hey, Sans. This might come as a surprise, but I've seen dozens of other parallel worlds where you and Toriel end up marrying. So don't give up. The chance for you two is there. Just do it!
In the infinite multiverse, I'm sure there's a lot of weird, barely possible romances that happen to alternate Sanses? Sansai? Sans folk? Whatever. Now that I think about it, there's probably an alternate me that gets with another alternate me. I mean, I'd never do that since I don't really find myself attractive at all. But since the multiverse is infinite and everything, and I am kind of a nerd, I mean, who wouldn't at least be a little curious, you know? I wonder if there's another alternate me that travels the multiverse boning other Sanses. I hope that guy understands the importance of consent.
Yeah, Sans, that is inexcusably gross!
Toriel, how do you feel about a certain skeleton? The one that rhymes with cons?
Oh, do you mean Sans? I feel that he is a very good person, who I immensely enjoy the company of. I appreciate his sense of humor, and how he gets along well with Frisk.
Toriel, how would you feel if Sans wanted to date you?
Oh my. I have not thought very much about that possibility. I suppose I would be very surprised. I think he sees me as a friend more than anything else. Which is understandable. Most people would prefer not to date someone as old and tall and intimidating as I.
Good thing Sans isn't most people.
What is your OTP?
Oh, I know what that is. That is internet lingo for one true pairing, yes? I started watching cartoons with Frisk. Many of them are surprisingly deep. I suppose my one true pairing would be Rose and Greg from Steven Universe. They have a very good relationship.
Wait a minute, Toriel. When Gaster was subbing for another teacher, he said that boss monsters were also from human crossbreeding. So then, who are your parents?
My parents were both boss monsters. The same is true for Asgore and a great number of our ancestors. But yes, if you go back far enough, There are both humans and monsters in my lineage. It wasn't uncommon for boss monsters to intermarry with other boss monsters. We are generally seen as leaders and caretakers by monster kind, and since two boss monsters will always have boss monster children, this was encouraged. When Asgore was born, his parents approached mine and said that if they ever had a child, they should be arranged to marry their son. Well, maybe arrange is a bit strong of a term. We were encouraged to spend time together, and often our mothers would say, "Wouldn't it be nice if you'd married each other?"
Toriel! Sans likes you! Likes you! Sorry, Sans.
What? Are you quite for real?
I told you so!
Yes, Toriel. Sans is very much in love with you. He's pretty sure you want nothing to do with him romantically, however, so he hasn't said anything.
The reason he hasn't asked you out yet, or confessed, is because he's afraid you'll, super reject him.
We are certain, Toriel, and I for one would not lie about such things. If for no other reason, then it would be needlessly cruel to poor Sans, who, by the way, is convinced you'd say no if he ever asked. Which is why you had to hear about this from us. Sans, consider this a donation of bravery.
See? I told you! Haven't I been telling you for months and months that Sans likes you?
I had assumed you simply liked the idea of Sans and I. I did not know you actually thought he felt that way.
Nah, he's got the biggest crush on you. I knew it as soon as he told me the knock-knock joke story.
Who is there?
Dishes?
Dishes? Who?
Dishes, very bad joke. Dish is a very bad joke. Dish is a very bad joke. Dish is a very bad joke.
Toriel has remembered. Sans. In every single reset, he never once missed meeting Toriel for the first time. Again, and again, and again. Suddenly, it doesn't seem so far-fetched to think that perhaps his feelings could be more than friendship.
I have some things to consider.